Hello everybody, it's Football here with John Montez and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing fine. I'm also doing fine, and today we are back again. Ruben Amorim is about to lose his captain. Manchester United are about to lose their favorite player, Bruno Fernandes, as Al-Hilal are preparing something huge for him. What is your thought into this? That is what we want to discuss today, because a lot of talks have been happening this week, and this is something that is coming from the TalkSport. They are saying Bruno Fernandes is seriously contemplating quitting Manchester United for Saudi Arabia. TalkSport understand. Fernandes agent talked with Al-Hilal on Thursday, and the United captain has been offered a contract worth 65 million a year. United boss Ruben Amorim has said publicly that he wants to keep Bruno Fernandes, but the club haven't ruled out cashing him out, with Al-Hilal willing to pay 100 million transfer fee. We know Manchester United currently are struggling in terms of financially. Now, the club haven't ruled out that he might go, and Ruben Amorim have made it clear that Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. Manchester United have also made this comment that Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. Al-Hilal are increasingly interested in him, and they are putting an offer that you cannot reject. This week, next week, I think, is a huge week for Bruno Fernandes, and we are looking forward to next week to see how this one will unfold. Now, in this video, we want to look on possible outcomes out of this. Do you think Bruno Fernandes, in the comment section, let me see down on the comment section, do you think Bruno Fernandes should go? Do you think Manchester should let Bruno Fernandes go, take the money or invest it in somewhere else? Or do you think Manchester United should stick with Bruno Fernandes and say he is not for sale? I'm going to analyze for you the possible situation and why, in my own opinion, I think Bruno Fernandes should not go and he should stay at Manchester United. Before we dive into this video, I just want to ask you, please, if you know you are watching us for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscription button. Don't forget to click on that notification bell, so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your continuous support. Without you, this channel could not be able to reach where it is now. Let us just dive directly into this. In my own opinion, this is my understanding into this. I don't think Manchester United should do this if they want to be a progressive club next season, because we have come from a bad season, losing one of your best players this season after trying to develop a team for next season to prefer for next season. Then you are losing one of their best players. It's not going to make sense in terms of development. What are we showcasing here? What are we developing then? Which team are we? How can we promise our fans next season that we are going to be competitive, yet we are leaving players? We want to let players who are very good, our best player, to go. It's not going to make sense, even if it's development. I won't be surprised I won't be mad if this was if this was somebody like Casemiro, if this was somebody like Eriksen. But Bruno Fernandes has been the center and the glue for Manchester United this season. If it wasn't of Bruno last season, if it wasn't for Bruno, we could be now talking about relegation. Manchester United could have been relegated. Now, look, you want to lose one of your best players, then you put it out there, you claim to be promising something next year. That one is not a progressive club. It doesn't make sense to me, and I don't think Manchester United should do it. Bruno might want to do it because that salary is lucrative, and Bruno himself, I don't think, want to leave Manchester United based on the passion and love he has for Manchester United. He came out, and I think Bruno said it at the end of the season in the press conference, that he will leave when the club tells him to leave. And the only thing is blocking this thing is now Manchester United to say yes for this deal. If Manchester United says yes for this deal, Bruno Fernandes will leave. I am guaranteed. Will leave. He will not push to leave. Bruno Fernandes himself will not push to leave, because no one in the world will not agree to that salary. No one in the world will not come out to the club need to come out clear and say to the public that Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. Simple like that. I can relate this story to what happened to Liverpool last season. When the transfer window was coming to an end, Al-Hilal tried something like this with Mo Salah. They said that we want Mo Salah, and they were willing to offer a lot of money to Liverpool to let him go at the end of the transfer, at the end of the window. But Liverpool knew they were targeting something else. They were targeting big things. They were targeting next season. They didn't agree to the deal. They shut off that deal and said, no, it's not for sale. And look, 1 year later, they won the league. Manchester United should not do the mistake of letting Bruno Fernandes go now, because We have hopes for next season. The fans are building hope for next season, and this one will be a sense of betrayal. How are we going to say we are progressing club yet we are leaving best players to go out? Nobody in the world, no team in the world would not want a player like Bruno in their team, and we cannot lose him to a. I don't have for. And we cannot lose him to Al-Hilal. Imagine Al-Hilal. I will not be mad if he goes to Real Madrid, if he loses to Real Madrid. But if we sell Bruno to Al-Hilal, it's because of the financial, it's because of the greed in the club. We cannot allow, a progressive club cannot allow that one to happen. If you know we are going to fight for things next season, if you know we are going to fight for title next season, if you know we are going to fight for trophies next season, let's say Faragal, Carabao and FA Cup, if you know we are going to build, we need to build a future around Bruno, because we know how Bruno have struggled to put Manchester United where they are. People are not, the players you have given him around him are not the best. They are not really showcasing who they are. Not unless we are saying that we are setting Amorim to fail, because this is setting Amorim to fail. You cannot lose Anthony, you lose Rashford, then you lose Bruno at the same time, you lose Garnacho at the same time, you lose, let's say, Eriksen, all those people leaving now, then you leave a manager with a bunch of new people who doesn't know the culture of the club. You lose your best captain, your best player, your captain of the team, you're losing to Al-Hilal because of money. I don't think Manchester United should even consider, let the money be. Let the money be. It's 100 million. What is 100 million to Manchester United than winning the league next season? Letting Bruno go this season, or letting Bruno go now, is a 2 steps backward to our progress now. Because clearly we are setting Amorim to fail. And this is my argument. This is my advice to Amorim if he has this. If Manchester United let Bruno go, just present your resignation papers tomorrow morning. If they decide to do that deal, if they proceed to do that deal, present your resignation letters, because this is embarrassment. You cannot tell me they failed to buy, Manchester United failed to buy players in the January transfer window. Now they want to sell their best player to just fund the club or fund whatever they want to do. No. We should not allow that one to happen. That one should not happen. And that one is why I think Manchester United should just come out clearly. Come out, do a statement that Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. Bruno might contemplate going. Yes, it's true. Nobody can deny this fact that salary is lucrative. That salary, 700k a week, and Manchester United is so far giving you 350 a week with the less tax is around 150. Yes, somebody is giving you 700k a week, which is tax free for the last 3 years. You'll be off 65 million. You're how many years? You're 30 now. You'll be 33 by then. You go back to Portugal, you go back to Saudi, or you extend your contract there with the same salary. It's lucrative. Nobody wants to leave that offer. We can sell Bruno maybe in the next 3 years or 4 years, but not now. Not now. We are in a critical moment. We have already lost players. We have already lost staff. We finished worse. We don't have Champions League football next season. We have finished worse in the Premier League. We have lost a final. Then you want to shock us again to sell our best player. That one will be a double tragedy to Manchester United fans. That one will be an embarrassing moment for Manchester United fans. That one will be a betrayal to Manchester United fans. It will be a betrayal. It will be a betrayal, because I think at the moment, based on the stories I'm hearing, it's now between the club to decide not to sell him, because Bruno will be open to leave. Bruno will be open to leave, and the club is the one to block it. If Bruno is open to leave, nobody in Manchester United is not open to leave right now. Each and every player is open to leave. It's only the contract that binds them in there. Every player is about to leave now. Every player, if you give them an opportunity to leave, they will leave. The club need to come out clearly and say it that Bruno Fernandes is not for sale, period. Then you shut the old doors. Al-Hilal can go and find another player. There are a lot of good players outside there that can help their team proceed, but it doesn't have to be Bruno. It doesn't have to be Bruno. Manchester United club, official clubs should just come out and say, you know what? We are not losing our captain. We cannot let fail Amorim again. Amorim have to have a say on this. Not unless Amorim says that he can leave. But we are setting Amorim to fail if we let Bruno go. In my own opinion, we should not do this deal. This deal is, no matter how lucrative or how amazing it is, because Al-Hilal are willing to pay whatever it takes. Al-Hilal are willing to play whatever it takes to buy Bruno. You know what? Buy Manchester United if you want to buy, but you are not selling Bruno. Just tell them that. Huh? You buy Manchester United if you know you have a lot of money. Come and buy Manchester United, but you're not selling Bruno to them. We should not do it. I know football world change. Football is about finances, and clubs want to make money, and the owners want to make money because they and they're in and there. But if you look, 100 billion, as a, how can you finish number 15? You lose, you sell your top scorer. I think it's our top scorer. I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, you sell your best player, your player of the season. You sell your best player of the season. Then you expect us to go again, have something good next season. Then we are fighting for relegation next season. There's no need of supporting Manchester United next season because we are going to fight for relegation. Already we are out of any Champions League football. We are out of any European competition. We are out. We have finished badly. We have finished 15th. Few points to relegation. If you let your best player go now, clearly you are setting yourself to relegation next season. How much? 100 million can do nothing to you to revive your season. It can do nothing to you. We have to let Bruno stay, and we have to make this publicly. We say, first, don't want it. We as fans, we don't want it. We don't want it to happen. The club are willing to do it because the club are clearly saying, this is an indication that the club are telling us that anybody is untouchable. Not everybody can be untouchable in a team. Bruno Fernandes is a Manchester United player, and that one should stick that way. The club should should cut off this negotiation, what is happening between the agents and the Bruno agent and the Al-Hilal. Bruno is willing to go, and he can go if he wants to go. Bruno can want to go because this salary is lucrative, but I don't think Bruno is going to push to go. It has to come from the club. If Bruno decides to leave, if we see Bruno tomorrow, here we go to Al-Hilal, it's because the club are greedy enough to take that money. How are you going to support Manchester United next season? Where are you going to get a replacement of Bruno? Who is going to come and replace him? Tell me each and every club. Do you know how much clubs are praying to have a player like Bruno in their team? Real Madrid were linked with him. Real Madrid want him. Al-Hilal are offering some huge. Arsenal will not deny this opportunity if they get. We should not joke with this opportunity we get. This salary might be lucrative, but this is what Al-Hilal do. This is their way of doing it. They manipulate the market. They manipulate everything because they know they are wealthy. They can do whatever they want. They can offer us 200 million if we ask them today. Just shut the door off. They can offer us 200 million if you ask them today to Bruno Fernandes because they have a mass wealth to do it. They have a lot of money today. Like now they are offering us 100 million. If you say we want 150 million out of him, they will get. If you say they are just waiting for Manchester to mention their price tag. That is what they have mentioned. They are waiting for. They're waiting for Manchester to set us. This is like telling Manchester set the price up because they are telling us we are giving you 100 million. They know we are in a difficult financial situation now. They clearly know that we are struggling financially. We are cutting jobs. What do? They're putting an offer. You cannot leave 100 million on the table. Now, that is the thing. Manchester United haven't started negotiated yet. They can say, we need 250. We need 200 million. Al-Hilal will do it because they have money to manipulate the market. They have money to manipulate everything. So, Manchester United should consider this deeply. Maybe the only time we can allow Bruno to leave, if they decided to do that, they make sure that they have a proper replacement and they have a huge budget to spend. You cannot, and even the main reason why this thing does not make sense to me, in my own opinion, the main reason it doesn't make sense to me is because we are trying to bring in players. Who are these players going to play for? We haven't even gotten our first signing yet. Okay, we have gotten Cunha. We haven't even gotten our striker yet. We haven't even gotten our target yet. How will you go and convince other people to come and play when you leave your best player to go? How will you convince other young players to come and play for Manchester United and to come and play for Manchester United? Who are they going to come to play with? What is the motivation? You see, sometimes these players make decisions based on the team around them. You cannot tell me, let's say for example, if let's say for example, Chelsea, Arsenal. If you ask them, you go and convince a player, you come look at the team. You have Duncan Rice, you have Duncan Rice. Look at the players we have. We have Duncan Rice, we have Saka, we have this and this, we have this and this. These are the people we are coming to play with. These are how you are going to link. It makes sense. And how will you sell Manchester United now to any player that you are convinced to come to play, yet you are leaving your players to go? You have left Rashford to go, you have let Anthony to go, you have let you are leaving Garnacho to go. You are all this these stars, you're selling them and you're selling them. So you're going out, you got to them, come and play with the likes of Maguire, come and play with the likes of it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I think Manchester United should come out publicly and say this deal is off, and we are not. Bruno is not for sale. It's a simple term. Bruno is not for sale because now Al-Hilal are setting us up. They want us to say our price, because currently they are offering 100 million. We know the value of Bruno Fernandes is not even 100 million. Real Madrid cannot offer 100 million to Bruno. They will offer around 70, if I'm not wrong. 70 million, around 70 million, 65 million, 70 million, 50 million. But Al-Hilal are giving you 100 million and they are willing to pay whatever price you ask, because they are going to compete. They are going to represent Saudi. They are going to present Saudi in the club World Cup, whatever game it is. And they have until date 15th. So this week is a massive week for Bruno. And Bruno, please don't leave Manchester United. Manchester United, please just say Bruno is not for sale. Like Amorim have said it and made it clear. It's untouchable. It's not for sale. Everybody meant to be linked with him. Everybody wanted him to play for them. But Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. Just a club must say a statement like that. It doesn't take 2 minutes to do that. Then we want to go to a holiday with a clear mind, because we are coming, it's just a 3 weeks break. Then we are coming back next season with a fresh start. We want to know the players we have this season. We don't want doubts. Already we know players are leaving. We want them to leave as quickly as possible. But that one could not be including your captain. That one should not include your captain. Then let's sell. If you're selling Bruno, then sell everybody. There's no need. Just shut up Manchester United down and say, we are selling everybody and we are starting afresh. Just sell everybody, because I don't see anybody remaining there. I would sell all Manchester United players and let Bruno stay and build a team around him. But if you're going to sell Bruno, it's like just sell Manchester United at all. Just sell Manchester United, because nothing else you are competing for. Nothing else you are presenting next season. If you're selling Bruno, then nothing else. Just sell Manchester United, because you cannot run this club. This club always attracts best players. And you cannot say we are leaving best players to go, not unless they ask to leave. We have great talents. To attract talents in the world is not easy. Clubs are competing. We don't have money. And yet you want to leave your best player to go. It doesn't make sense to me. We should not do it. We should not do it, in my own opinion. We should not do it. This is like just sell Manchester United. Like literally, if you are going to sell Bruno because of the financial situation, then means, and you are a new owner, and you came to save the club. You are new owners. We thought you guys have money. You came to save the club because the club couldn't even fund real signings. Yet you want to sell players to fund your activities. You want to sell players. Then you are promising us to build a stadium. Then you want to sell a player because you want to sell your best player, and yet you are promising us to build a huge stadium, Old Trafford. It doesn't make sense. What is the business then? Our business is football, not to sell players. Our business is to play football to entertain people. Then you want to sell your best players. How is that one going to entertain us? How is that one going to even make sense? You're finished 15th on the table with this batch of free players they have kept in this club. Yet you want to sell your best player for... It doesn't make sense to me. Manchester United should just come out and say, you know what, this thing is not happening. It should not happen. Is if this is the worst investment Manchester United can do. It's like a company. You have an asset that give you 100 work 70% of your time, can give you 70% of your time. Then because you are greedy, you want to sell this asset because you want somebody has given you an offer that you can't leave because you have just seen this money. It's like we should not react as if we are the first people to see 100 million on a player. It's not the first time. We should not react as if 100 million is a huge thing that can happen to Manchester United. Manchester City is a big club. What is 100 million? That is something even the fans can collect a week. What is 100 million? What is 100 million to Manchester United? That's just, I don't know. On just a sale of a player, 100 million can drive us crazy. 100 million can drive Manchester United crazy. Then if 100 million can drive this Ineos whatever crazy this way, then I don't know what we are talking about here. Then we are clearly heading to the wrong direction. We are going to set Amorim to fail. We are setting up Amorim up to fail if we allow this nonsense to happen. It should not happen. I don't know what you think about this. That is my thought into this. Smash a like on the video. Let me see down in the comment section your thought into this. In my own opinion, we should not do it, and we should shut this thing down and say Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. Smash a like on the video. Click the subscription button. Don't forget to click on that notification bell so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify. To our subscribers, and to say thank you so much for your continuous support. Without you, this channel could not be able to reach where it is. Until we do the next one, enjoy that. See you.